Well, welcome to a 10-minute head start. That's what we have here in this game between the West Island Red Sox and the Kahnawake Warhawks. The Red Sox in the red with blue. So they will be hitting first, and here comes Nicholas Granado after Nathan Wilson led the game off with a leadoff single, facing Jada Norton on the mound, wearing 2-4 in red. And that's skied into shallow center, caught right at Jackson Norton. That's amazing. He made that catch with the mask on. He made that catch with the mask on. You know how difficult that is? And that's a first out.
Come on, bud.
So one down, a runner on first base. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Tristan Carrier, the number 3 batter, takes a wild swing at strike one. They're going to throw down a second, and Barnes backs it up, makes the backhanded stab, but not able to tag out Wilson, who's in with a steal. And here's Carrier back up against Norton, the 0-1. That misses upstairs, 1-1. Tristan Carey, number 3 batter. This game starting about 8 minutes before 7. Foul tip, and that's going to be a dead ball for strike 2. As Jada Norton ahead in the count, 1-2. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo, as Norton looks for the second out of this top of the first inning. The 1-2. Skied into shallow right. That is caught. Now they got a chance to double him. They do. A double play to end the top of the first. So this inning started early and ends early. We've got no score heading into the bottom of the first. Warhawks coming up to bat. All right, so we're back here in the bottom of the first inning. No score on this Friday Night Strikes broadcast here on Baby Blue Memories. Alexi Menard pitching, and he will face 3 Warhawks at least in this bottom of the first inning. Jordan Norton, Cage McCumber, Jada Norton, and Joran in the batter's box now. And he hits this one right to second. Knocked down the Crow in time, and there is out number 1. It goes 4-3 on the putout.
Come on, okay. Keep your eye on it.
And that leads us toward number 2 hitter, Cage McCumber, who had a big hit in the game the other night. That one's hit off the tip of the glove, and they throw him out for the second out. Oh, the top of the first inning lasted 3 minutes and 5 seconds from first pitch to final out. This bottom of the first inning has lasted 1 minute. And it's going to be fouled back, and it'll go at least another pitch here. 0-1 the count. Jada Norton, and if it goes later than that, Rosanagete Lahash. Fouled back, and quickly it's 0-2. Each of the first 2 putouts of this inning have gone 4-3. But the one actually deflected the last one, and that is an unassisted strike 3. 1 combined hit, 6 batters through 1 full inning. No score. We're heading to the top of the second. All right, we're back here, top of the second. No score here on Friday Night Strikes. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. As Menard hits this one to the hole at short, knocked down by Kate Stacy. He will not have a play at first. Oh, and you know what? He almost did. Menard rounded the plate, but he rounded it the wrong way. Will not matter. Well, that's something for him to remember next time he comes up. As Lev Rabitsev, 59, will step in. Runner on first. That one's going to sail up high and over the strike zone, 1-0. Rabitsev wearing the green hat, facing a 1-0 count from Jada Norton. Takes strike one down the windpipe, and it's an even count, 1-1. It's been an overcast, breezy, blustery, September feeling kind of early July day here. And that's a foul tip, dead ball, strike two, and it's 1-2 the count. One ball, two strikes. Diabus makes that catch on another foul tip at strike three, but that's not going to hit the strike zone. It'll sail right over it, and now it's an even count, 2-2. Norton looking to get to strike three here in a big out one. The 2-2. Skied into shallow center. Jackson Norton under it, and he makes the catch. And that's out number one. The putout is 8, as it's hit right into center field, where Jackson Norton, who's looked very comfortable out there, makes the catch for out number one here in the top of the second inning.
Get ready, Ethan!
This one's going to sail upstairs. 1-0 the count. Liam Starnes at the dish. Takes ball two off the plate, and now Menard's running. The throw to second, not in time.
Are you ready, Katie?
So it's 2-0 back on the hitter Starnes. That's going to sail upstairs, and it's 3-0. No force at second right now, but if it's a walk here, the force would be in play. The 3-0. And that's hit right to short. And safe at first. So runners are now on the corners, and that'll make it first and third with one out. So runners on the corners. Tyler James Fenster, aka TJ, will dig into the dish here. And hits this one on the ground. Stacy throws the second and gets away. And one run scores, and we have our first run of the game. And Benjamin Lehner will step in. And he fouls this one back. Strike one. 1-0 Red Sox. Here's the 0-1. Misses low and away, and it's now 1-1. One ball, one strike. And a 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. There's the 1-1. In the dirt, one hops the bag, and it's now 2-1. I would be shocked if Fenster doesn't try and steal second and take the double play out of the realm of possibility. The 2-1. Inside, and it forces Lehner off the plate, 3-1. Let's see Jada try to dig in here. Behind in the count, 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. And it's fouled. And now we've got a full count, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. One down here in the top of the second. 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. Norton sets, delivers. And that's fouled back, and he protects the plate. A shot to the outfield would give the Red Sox a 2-0 lead, presuming that there's a tag up if it's caught. The 3-2. That is high and outside, and the bases are now loaded. And here we go with the bases loaded. One of the call-ups for West Island takes ball 1. Remember, it's any bag, but obviously the lead play is at home. 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. That misses right to the outside, I should say, 2-0 of the lefty batter. 1-0 Red Sox, bases loaded. They've scored 1 in this inning. Remember, the maximum is 5 per inning. On the ground, the throw to third gets 1, but that will force in a run. They get the runner at third.
Kid, watch him.
And it's an RBI.
Michelle?
The runners advance to second and third on what I presume was a balk. Ooh, a check swing. No follow through there, and it's 1-0. And this is Nathan Wilson back to the top of the lineup for the Red Sox. He singled back in the first. Up high, and it just missed catching the top half of the strike zone. It's 2-0. Open base at first. That is away, and now it's 3-0. And that's ball 4. Oh. That's a strike. Sorry. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's skied into the infield. The throw to first, in time anyway, and the inning is over. Red Sox score 2. It goes into the books as a long ground out. And we'll head to the bottom of the second. Red Sox 2, Warhawks coming up to bat, looking to get back into this game. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We're back here, bottom of the second inning. West Island Royals on top, 2-0 over the Kahnawake Warhawks. It's U-13. Alexi Menard in his second inning of work. He'll face a lineup which features Rosanagete Lahash, Lily Barnes, Ethan Brascoop. And that's a foul tipped in the mitt, strike 1. It's 1-1. And Menard throwing some heat after looking off speed in the last inning. Starting this inning off with heat. And that's hit well. That's fair, they say, and that'll be a hit. It clearly got in, and now Lahash is running, and it gets through the first baseman. It turns into a double, and if Lahash didn't slide, I think there might have been a decoy by the shortstop there, pretending that he was going to catch the ball. Anyway, runner on second, and here's the potential game-tying run at the dish. Lily Barnes. Barnes, a good tip. Fouled off, and it's 0-1. Ethan Brascoop on deck, and he had a huge double in the last game, which helped the Warhawks rally from down 5 in the open inning to tie that one up. Foul tip, and that's strike 2, and it's 0-2.
Keep your eye on it, Lily.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground to first. There's the play made by the first baseman. Lahash advances 90 feet and now is at third. So it's a grounder which gets Lahash to third and Brascoop at the dish. Runner on third, one down here in the bottom of the second. And that ball gets away. Lahash not looking to advance. Got a left-handed catcher behind the dish, something you don't see at the MLB level. And I had to watch a video to figure out why. The 1-0. And there's a swing, and good swing by Brascoop, but he comes up empty, and that evens the count at 1-1. Good level swing. He was swinging at a good level. Unfortunately, just couldn't come up with the ball. That misses away, and it's 2-1. And Osanagete Gabriel at the dish. And in 2 home games this year, he has hit 3 home runs and driven in 8 RBI. Those are just home stats. And this sky to center, Lahash has to tag up. And he's not going to tag up. Instead, it's just a long second out. And now it's Osanagete Gabriel, who went 3 for 4 in the last game, trying to get the Warhawks on the board, but he's in a tough spot with 2 outs and a runner on third. Against the flamethrower. Down Broadway, strike 1. One of the hottest Warhawks bat against the flaming arm. Let's see what happens when he fight fire with fire. The 0-1. Foul back, and whoa, Cade Stacy might be swinging from a little further behind the line on deck. 0-2 the count. Let's see if Maynard can get a big out for his team. The 0-2. Ball outside, and it's now 1-2.
Come on, Russ, home run.
He might be thinking home run, but he's got to be thinking about base hit, get his team on the board. And he's not going to do it with that pitch. It's even 2-2. 2-0 score. Cade Stacy on deck as mentioned. On the ground to short. This is going to be a tough play. Gabriel beats it, and the Warhawks are on the board. It's an RBI single. And Kahnawake has put one across home. It's now 2-1. They've sliced the lead in half. And a check swing, and Stacy went around. It's strike 1.
Okay, no more like that.
You know, Gabriel is running on contact with 2 outs here. Ball 1. 1-1. 2-1 lead for the West Island Red Sox here in the bottom of the second inning. Inside. Casey Delaboost on deck. That's down Broadway, and it evens the count, or at least makes a full 3-2. Oh, it's an even count, sorry, 2-2. And that is strike 3. So Maynard fan Stacy, the Warhawks score 1 and cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 heading into the top of the third. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. We're back at the Hospital Ball Field, top of the third inning here on Baby Blue Memories. This, of course, Friday Night Strikes, and it's brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Talk about a 9 grand slam, $9,000 given away each and every single Wednesday and Saturday as Jaden Norton starting inning number 3 of work and getting a strike 1 called to make it 0-1. Nicola Granado is in. And that 1 hops the bag. It evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nick Granato hit one about 200 feet to center earlier, but it was caught on a line by Jackson Norton. And now it's 2-1. Jordan Norton still at third. Kate has moved over to second. Brass Scoop at short. Cage McCumbers at third. And that misses away. No Marcus Rice tonight for the Warhawks. A tough loss for them, as we have a 3-1 count here in the top of the third inning. Leadoff batter of the inning. Skied into shallow left. And it's going to fall in front of Norton. And it's a leadoff single into opposite field. And here comes Tristan Carrier, who hit into he lined into a double play back in the first inning. No fault of his. It's a good, well hit ball. Just hit it to a hot hand out in center. And that one's hit on the ground. It gets through. Stopped by Gabriel, who throws it away. And it's going to get away. And that means that 2 runners advance to second and third. And the usually reliable Warhawks defense suffering an error here, a couple of errors. Cannot give a team like this some extra chances, because they're 4-0 this year for a reason. And Maynard doesn't go for it. He's 1 for 1, singled and scored a run.
Pay attention out there.
Only one mutual opponent between these two teams, and that was St. Laurent Noir. This team, the Red Sox beat them 16-11. The Warhawks 15-5 winners over them. And those are their only 2 losses of the season, believe it or not. Just shows you how things could change on a dime. It doesn't matter who you play against. Here's the 1-1. It's going to miss upstairs. It's 2-1. Carey waiting for his pitch. So 2-1. On the ground. And they're going to force it back. They're not going to go for the out at first. Instead, what they do is now they've put it into a unique position for Rabitsev. Rabitsev flew out in the last inning, but one of those would potentially result in a sacrifice fly here. Bases loaded, nobody outs. On the ground, that's going to find its way through. 1 run scores. They throw it in. Kate Stacy going home. The throw, not in time, just a bit late. And it's a 2-run single for Rabitsev. And it's 4-1, West Island. So the West Island extends the lead to 3. And this is what would be the 5th runner. As it's 0-1. On the ground to short. And it gets through. And it gets by 1 in the outfield. Warhawks defense mirroring my defense of a bug that just flew into my eye and has rendered me somewhat useless here. So I'm sorry if I missed that play, but I got a big moth which just flew into my eye. And I'm telling you, so that hurt. 5-1 Red Sox with the lead. There's still nobody out here in the top of the third. And now it's 1-1. Well, when the Warhawks U-11A team came back from down 9 runs to win, I said that's something I hadn't seen before in sports. I think that's something I've never felt before while doing a live broadcast, but the beauty of it, it's fouled back. By the way, TJ Fenster's in the dish. He is 1 for 1. That's away and low. Runners on second and third, nobody out, and 3 runs have come across. That misses, away. 5-1 lead for the West Island. On the ground to short, it gets by Brascoop and into center. 1 run is in. The 5th run won't come across though. So they have scored 4 in the inning. And what would be the final out? What would be the final out, or the final run, is at third. Upstairs and away. 1-0 the count. And I'll tell you what, Jada Norton this is her 3rd inning of work. She has pitched marvelously for the Warhawks. She's pitched very well. That's skied into the infield, and it'll end up foul, and it's an even count now, 1-1. Just a long strike. One ball, one strike. Fouled back, and now it's 1-2. Jada trying to get some more momentum generated for her team by halting this onslaught. That's hit to short. Brascoop can't get it. It leaks through, and that is the 5th run. They get him out at second, but it's not going to matter ultimately as the Red Sox score 5, and they have taken a 6-run lead heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Warhawks coming up to bat. All right, here we go with the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here, this broadcast brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Talk about a 9 grand slam, 9 grand given away each and every single Wednesday and Saturday on Zoom. Want cards? Check them out at the home base each and every single Wednesday, or each and every single day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. As ball 1 comes in to Casey Delaboost, Jackson Norton, and Jordan Norton, kicking things off here in the bottom of the 3rd with the Warhawks needing some work to do. Misses away, 2-0. Kahnawake down by 6 after a rare lapse defensively in the last inning. It's one thing we could say, their defense has been excellent this year. And that's down Broadway, it's 2-1. On the ground, but foul. That would have been really solid if she just swung a fraction of a hair before. She would have kept that play in. By the way, that's Rabbit Saw, who's in there now pitching. The 2-2. That's fouled back again, and Delaboost now in what will be at least 6-pitch battle with Rabbit Soul. So (7-1) lead, Red Sox. The pitch. That misses away, and we've got a full count here, 3-2. It's one thing to throw the ball hard, but it's all about mechanics to get that pitch in there. We'll see what Rabbit Soul can do here against Delabouche. So 3-2. Skied. That's behind us. And ends up in the park. Actually, I think that ended up on the other side of the fence back there. That's ball 4, and Delabouche draws a 9-pitch walk. 10-pitch, sorry, even 10-pitch walk. So in steps Jackson Norton, getting his first at-bat of the day. That mitten's off the plate. Delabouche is going. And there's no throw. Casey steals second. That's a really underrated at-bat by her right there. Just getting a 10-pitch walk and then stealing second on the very next pitch. That was a lot there. Casey just showed you a lot with that at last at-bat. That's off the plate. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Jackson Norton, the righty. The leadoff hitter, Jordan Norton, on deck. Off the plate, Delabouche is going to stay on second. Honestly, with no force at second, a walk here is not the worst thing in the world for the Red Sox because it would put the force back at second and put the double play along the ground back in play. You see this sometimes, maybe not at this level. And that's skied. And it got... That's the second ball they've lost this inning. We're just waiting for a brave volunteer to climb that fence and get the ball. Maybe 15 years ago I'd be doing it. 15 years ago and 50 pounds ago. The 3-1. Ball 4. That's the second walk that the Warhawks have drawn. And Jordan Norton will step in. He grounded out back in the first. 0 for 1 on the day. Delabouche on second. Jackson on first. Doran at the dish against Lev Rabiso. Gets away. Delabouche not going. And now it's thrown back down the line. Delabouche is going to go for it. No one's covering third. Well, it's not how you draw it up, but I guess it works. Well, now both runners are in scoring position. There's nobody out. And that's ball 2 on Jordan Norton. Cage McCumber will be on deck. Here's the pitch. That's in there.
Come on, Jordan, you see it.
7-1 West Island, but the Warhawks are threatening with runners on second and third and nobody out in this inning. Gets away. (7-1) lead for the West Island. Here in the bottom of the third. 3-1 on Jordan Norton. That's ball 4, and the Warhawks have drawn their third free pass of the inning. And here comes Cage McCumber, who grounded out back in the first. 0 for 1. McCumber on the ground to first. It hops and gets to the outfield. And Cage McCumber has an RBI single and maybe a 2-run single. That's what he has. It's 7-3. The Warhawks score 2. A 2-run single for Cage McCumber. And for the Warhawks, that is just what the doctor orders. Runner on the corners, no outs, and what would be the 5th run of the inning at the dish. Ball 1 gets away, and now Cage is going. And he will go in there without a throw, and the double play is now out of the question.
Way to go, Carter. Send them all. Go, kid. You're getting under his skin.
2-0. That's down the windpipe. It's 2-1. Jada Norton and then Rosanagete Lahash. Heart of the Warhawks lineup here, at least the middle of it here in the bottom of this inning. Upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. That hit by McCumber was the first Warhawks hit of the inning. And that's ball 4, and now what would be the 5th run of the inning has headed on over to first. And now Rosanagete Lahash in a huge spot. The bases are loaded, nobody out. They can only score 3. And Lahash smacks this one. It gets through, and that'll go by. What a hit by Lahash. 1 run scores. Stacy around second. And the Warhawks have maxed out. He scores. It's a grand slam -1 because they maxed out at 5. Rosanagete with the grand slam, but only 3 counts. Rosanagete Lahash brings them all home and puts the Warhawks to within 1. We're heading it to the top of the 4th. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome to the top of the 4th. 7-6 lead for the West Island Red Sox. Both teams just maxed out. It's the top of the 4th inning. Cade Stacy is in after Jada Norton pitched 3 solid innings, and there's a strike 1. 1-1 the count. So Daniel stepping up for the Red Sox. Takes ball 2. He hit it to a he has an RBI. Drove in 1, a sacrifice grounder in the top of the 2nd. On the ground, Brass Coop knocks it down to throw across the diamond. He got him. Bang bang play at first, and what a throw by Brass Coop for out number 1.
Way to catch that ball, Russ.
Kahnawake Gabriel with the putout. The putout goes 5-3. That's ball 1 outside. Shortstop to first baseman, Gabriel to Jackson Norton. That's out number 1. On the ground to first, and it's fair down the right field line. Brascu putting the pedal to the metal. Wilson gets into third, and he has a triple. It's a triple for Nathan Wilson with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And in steps Nick Granato, 1 for 2, lined out in the first, singled and scored back in the last inning. And he takes ball 1 upstairs. 7-6 lead. Don't forget, tomorrow we may have some evening baseball action scheduled to have the Sunnyside Diner game of the week at 4 p.m. U-18 Warhawks taking on the Surwa Rays. And if you're in Kahnawake tomorrow, head out down to the Sports Complex field. We have 3 games for you tomorrow. The U-16s at 10 and then a back-to-back for the U-18s at 1 and 4. Against 2 different teams. Infield fly. And Norton makes the catch. And that is out number 2. Did she just take off her hat to make that catch?
Just give her a hair tie.
I think we're going to send that to Sports Center. That's out number 2. And Carrier steps in. He 1 for 2, lined out, and had a homer back in the last inning, and hits this one well! Just by Norton. Brascoop running in. Throws it to second. It's an RBI single by Carrier, and it is now 8-6 Red Sox. And in steps Alexi Menard, 2 for 2 on the day. Singled and scored in the second. Singled and scored in the last inning, and nearly gets hit in the back of the leg by a pitch here. Gabriel and Barnes got to be on their toes here because Carrier's looking at second base right now as a possibility. And that's ball 2.
You ready at second?
Delaboo's at second. Delaboo's at catcher. She's going to have her arm called upon by the looks of things, the way Carrier's looking. That misses outside, and it's now 3-0.
Or you get him out at second.
That misses ball 4. It's a walk. And now runners are on first and second. Here's Lev Rabitsev. 1 for 2, flew out back in the second, singled, drove in a run, and scored in the last inning. 8-6 Red Sox. Ball 1. Wilson, the first run in, and that gets away. Now runners are on second and third with 2 outs here.
He's got to be ready.
If it's on the ground, the play's at first basically here to end this inning. And now it's 2-0. Eight-6 Red Sox. They've scored 1 in this inning. On the ground to short. Tough play. Gabriel knocks it down, gets it under control, throws over.
Jackson, come off that bag if you have to. Throw it away.
Jackson makes the play back to the pitcher, and the Red Sox get their second run. Runners on the corners, and now it's 9-6 Red Sox. And that's strike 1. Dropped. The throw, Barnes with the scoop. And now that moves 2 runners into scoring position. 9-6 Red Sox. And some chin music forces a 2-0 count, or a 1-1 count now on Liam Starnes, who is 2 for 2 on the night. Strike 2 down Broadway, and Stacy is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning by giving up just 2 runs. He got him! Strike 3. The Red Sox scored 2. They up the lead to 3, and the Warhawks coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We're back with this presentation of Baby Blue Memories, bottom of the 4th inning, 9-6 lead for the West Island Red Sox over the Kahnawake Warhawks in this U-13 matchup. New pitcher in the game, that is Nick Renato, and he's facing a lineup which features Ethan Brascoop and Rasundahawe Gabriel. They're next after this leadoff hitter, Lily Barnes. Looking at ball 2, it's 2-0 on her. Rabitsev pitched 1, and this, of course, followed Maynard, who went 2. And quickly, it's a 3-0 count. Barnes grounded out back in the second, 0 for 1 on the day. And Barnes hits this one through! Base hit for 2-6 in dark red, or red and black. Sorry, the colors are a little similar tonight. And in will step Ethan Brascoop. He is 0 for 1. He flew out back in the second. Barnes at first. Leadoff runner aboard for the Warhawks. And Brascoop hits this one. It rolls foul. It went foul right before it got to first base. And as you know, the ball has to be in fair territory as it goes into the outfield. That's the rule. 0-1 the count. And that hits the plate. Barnes is running.
You got it, you got it.
And she's in there with a steal. So Barnes gets the second, and now there's a runner in scoring position for the Warhawks. Off the bag. They're not going to send her this time. It's 2-1 on Brascoop. The pitch. Brascoop fouls this one off. It's now an even count, 2-2. Rasundahawe Gabriel on deck. He is 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI tonight. 9-6 lead for the Red Sox. That's ball 2, or ball 3. It's a full count, 3-2. And he hits some high stuff, and that's gonna fall to the track. And it's rolling to the wall. Barnes around third. She will score. Brascoop on his horse. He gets the third. It's an RBI triple for Ethan Brascoop. Looking like Vladimir Guerrero swinging at, well, not having a strike zone. It works. And it's 9-7, and the tying run is at the dish right now in Rasundahawe Gabriel, who watches ball 1. Want to know the count. And it's an RBI triple for Brascoop, who's at third, nobody out. Missing away 2-0. Cade Stacy on deck. Gabriel, as mentioned, 1 for 1 with an RBI single. And that's fouled back right down the line. And that came close to a truck out there. I still don't know why people park there. Yeah, I parked as close to the island as possible. That's a smart spot. If somebody fouls that back, it's amazing. And Gabriel smokes this one, and it hits the shortstop. And he is good. He's okay. 1-run scores. Wilson's all right, but I'm telling you, that one caught him in the chest, and he's going to stay in.
Stop, second.
But that will score a run. It's 9-8. It's a 1-run game, and in steps Cade Stacy, 0 for 1 with a K back in the second. Watches ball 1 fly in the dirt. So Gabriel with his second hit of the evening. That misses. It's 2-0. Casey Delaboost, Jackson Norton due to bat next if they get their chances. 9-8 lead for West Island. And there's a swing, and Stacy behind that, 2-1.
Quicker.
The Warhawks have scored twice, making it 9-8. That's a miss. 3 balls, 1 strike on Stacy. Delaboost on deck. She walked and scored back in the 3rd inning. That's fouled back, and we've got a full count now, 3-2. Granado trying to get a huge first out for his team. Fouled back.
A little bit quicker.
And this will be pitch number 8 of this at-bat, matching Granado's jersey number. Digging in against Stacy. The full count pitch. And that is strike 3. A huge strikeout. And that's out number 1. And in steps Casey Delaboost. No official at bat. She walked and scored in the last inning. And hits this one on the ground. Stopped at first. They tag Delaboost out at first. 2 down. Gabriel's in scoring position. Jackson Norton at the dish trying to bring him home. 9-8. Jackson and Joran Norton coming up. Jackson for sure. Joran if he gets a chance. Ball 1, 1-0. Jackson walked and scored in the last inning. 9-8 lead for the West Island Red Sox here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Off-speed stuff from Granado, and Jackson misses it in strike 1. Well, the difference between Granado and Rabitsev and Maynard, the other 2 pitchers tonight, is that he's taking a lot of speed off. That's a cut fastball that came in there, and that's strike 2 now as the foul was tipped. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on second. Ball misses. Gabriel not going to go.
Do it, do it.
And that's strike 3. What a comeback for Granado. Runners, he gave up 2 and then 3 straight outs to end the inning. The Warhawks scored 2 and they trimmed the lead down to 1 again. It's 9-8 West Island as we head into the top of the 5th. Welcome back to the Hospital Ball Field. Top of the 5th inning. Cade Stacy in for his 2nd inning of work. Going up against TJ Fenster, who is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. The 0-2 from Cade. Misses away, it's 1-2. 9-8 lead for West Island here. 4-0 Red Sox against the 2-1-2 Warhawks. And that misses, actually behind him. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Fenster. Fenster, Lehner, and Daniel, the 3 up for the Red Sox. Full count. Cade might have to try and take some mustard off of that and try and get it into the strike zone. That's ball 4, and it's a walk. By the way, this is the 5th inning already of this game. We went a full 5 innings in the last game we've seen. That's ball 1 on Lehner, who is 1 for 2, or 1 for 1 officially, has a single and a sacrifice grounder. And now it's 2-0. on Laner. On the ground to the pitcher. Stacy will throw it to first. The throw to second. Oh, he gets away.
It's all right, Jackson.
And now there's a runner on second with one out. So Fenster actually moves. There's one down, and in will step Daniel. 0 for 1 officially. Sacrificed back in the second and hit it to a grounder back in the fourth. Fenster has moved over to second. There's one out. 9-8 West Island leading in the top of the fifth. Changeup misses away, 2-0. Oh, there's Cade with some off-speed stuff. That's low, and it's a quick 3-0 count on Daniel with Nathan Wilson on deck for the Red Sox. One out. That gets away. It comes back and actually hits the catcher in the mask. Looks like she's okay. And in will step Wilson. Runners on first and second, and that one sends Wilson off the bag, 1-0. 2 for 3 on the evening with a run scored. And Stacy, the pitch. That's foul tipped. That's strike one, and that's the way Cade's got to throw him. Good swing by Wilson on a 2-0 count. That misses away, and it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Foul tipped, strike 2. It's a full count. 3-2. We'll see if Cade can get through this full count. He does! Strike 3, 2 down. And that is the second strikeout of the evening recorded by Cade Stacy. And in will step Nick Granado, 1 for 3. Lined out in the first, single that scored in the third, popped out in the fourth. And skies this one into shallow center. Oh, it's dropped! And now the bases are loaded. And here comes Tristan Carrier. He's hit the ball hard all 3 times. 2 for 3 on the evening. Ball 1.
Get ready, guys!
9-8 West Island leading. Plays at any bag. Ball 2, 2-0. And a walk would force in a run. It's now 3-0. And maybe this walk will help Cade just settle down and get one down the pipe here for strike 1. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that is an RBI base on balls for Carrier.
Any bag, guys!
And now the Red Sox have upped the lead to 10-8. And here's Maynard. 2 for 2 on the evening. Looks at ball 1 outside. He has walked in the fourth, singled in the second, singled in the third, scored twice tonight. And that's ball 2.
Come on, Cade, put it in there.
Jaden Norton went 3 innings. This is the second inning of work for Cade Stacy. On the ground to short. Gabriel will not get to the bag, and a run scores. And that is the 4th time Maynard has gotten to base today. And now it's 11-6 Red Sox, and in will step Rabitsev. 2 for 3 on the evening. 2 singles and a fly out back in the second. Skied, caught by Stacy on the line, out number 3. Red Sox leave the bases loaded but score twice. It's 11-8 West Island. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th. We welcome you back to the Hospital Ball Field, bottom of the 5th. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo 9 Grand Slam. Talk about it. 9 grand given away each and every single Wednesday and Saturday night on Zoom as we look at strike 1 delivered from Nick Renato over to our hitter right now, Cage McCumber. Sorry, Joran Norton, Cage McCumber, Jaden Norton, the 3. So we're back at the top of the lineup for the Warhawks. The Red Sox scored 2 in the last inning, up 11-8. On the ground, a one-hopper that gets through to the outfield. Joran makes his turn, and he's aboard with a leadoff single. I won't lie, this ball bounces about 60 feet up in the air. Maybe not that high, 35, 40 feet up in the air. Shoots down, and it's a tough play to make for Maynard over at second. And here's Cage McCumber. 1 for 2 on the night. Behind that pitch, strike 1. Cage had a 2-run double, 2-run RBI single, I should say, back in the 3rd inning. He's also grounded out tonight. 11-8 lead for the Red Sox. That's strike 2. Catches that inside corner.
You seen it, don't step out.
Jaden Norton coming into bat next. Off the bag, and Jordan's going.
You got it, Jordan.
And the forced play, or the forced double play, I should say, is now out of the question. That's a steal for Jordan. The 4th stolen bag of the night for the Warhawks. Hit on the ground, and that force play is taken out. That's a big thing. Now the runner's going. The throw home. Not in time. And Cage McCumber has his 3rd RBI of the evening. That's why that stolen base was so huge, because that ball went up the middle. If there's no runner there, that's a possible double play, but because there was a steal, it takes the double play out and actually allows Joran pretty much to sit at home and wait and see if he wants to go. And Jaden Norton's up. 11-9 lead, runner on second, nobody out. Granado digging in, the pitch. Too low, ball 1-0. You're locked into Baby Blue Memories here on YouTube, and please give us a like and subscribe. Red Sox 11, Warhawks 9, bottom of the 5th inning. The 1-0. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Forcing Jada off the plate. It's 11-9 in favor of the Red Sox. And now it's 3-0 on the batter, Jaden Norton. Rosanagete Lahash at the dish. He hit what would have been a grand slam, but only 3 runs counted in his last at-bat. And now it's ball 4, and he will have an equally big opportunity here. It's 11-9, 2 runners on for the Warhawks, and in steps Lahash, 2 for 2 on the night. The cleanup batter, the left-handed hitter. The pitch. First pitch swinging, and he gets a piece of it. They tag the runner out at third, or at going to second. Lahash stays in. Jada tagged out on the base paths. And now the runners are on the corners with one out. Lily Barnes is up, and they got to get rid of that green bat. They're not going to be able to pitch here until that green bat's out of the batter's box, which it is now. So now we can play. Barnes 1 for 2 on the night, and skies this one into shallow center. That falls. It's a base hit. Barnes on her horse. She'll go to second, maybe. Lily's in at second, and now the runner going home scores! Now the runner heading to third. The throw. They got her at third. Two-run score. The game is tied at 11. The plate is open. And that is out number 1?
Come on, Ethan.
No, out number 2. That's the second out. It's 11-11. And in will step Ethan Brascoop. 1 for 2. That's in there, strike 1. 11-11. It's a 2-run double for Barnes to tie it up at 11. That one hops the bag. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Talk about a 9 grand slam. That's how much given out each and every single Wednesday and Saturday. For tickets, visit them at the mothership each and every single day from 9 to 5. There's a slow roller. It's a foul ball. And on that play, if you're at first, you want to tag the runner out, get to that ball ASAP, because if it rolls foul, it's no longer in play. 2 strikes on Brascoop here. Granado trying to get out of this inning with the score all tied up at 11. The pitch. And Brascoop swings. And that's strike 3. So that is going to do it for the bottom of the 5th. We're heading to the top of the 6th, and we are right back where we started. Our score tied up. West Island Red Sox 11, Kahnawake Warhawks 11. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the hospital ball field. High above the hospital ball field, a bunch of seagulls have made their presence known. Back on the field, Cade Stacy throwing some heat to Liam Starnes. By the way, if you're just joining us, this game has been on Fuego, all tied up at 11. We're in the top of the 6th inning. That's a ball 1-1. The pitch. Inside and high, 2 balls and a strike. Red Sox 11, Warhawks 11. That's strike 2. Jaden Norton went 3. This is inning number 3 of work for Cade Stacy. That's a ball. And we've got a 3-2 count now. On the ground, Stacy knocks it down. The throw to first in time, and that is out number 1. Fenster and Lane are the next 2 batters for the Red Sox. Our score, West Island Red Sox 11, Kahnawake Warhawks 11. The next inning, the next top of inning, obviously, will be the open inning, I'm assuming. Ball 1, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Foul tipped, and that is strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That misses away, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo, where you can purchase your cards each and every single day at the office from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Oh. That misses inside.
Come on, Kay.
3 balls, 1 strike on Fenster. And now it's a full count, 3-2. As Fenster behind that pitch. By the way, he is 2 for 2 with the run scored. He also walked. And will walk here. It is ball 4. And in steps Lehner, who is 1 for 2 with the sacrifice ground out. Also hit into a line drive and singled. Runner on first, 1 out. And we've got a timeout. And I believe Fenster is going to be coming out. We have a substitution being made at first. And Fenster's got looks like a bad ankle or a bad leg, so he's coming out. And Starnes is coming in. On the hit, well, gets by and into the outfield.
Get it in! Green!
And now the runners are on the corners with 1 out. And Lehner with a single. Runners on the corners, and now the sun has made an appearance. Hit. They're going to throw to first. He gets away. 1 run will score. The throw home is not in time, and the Red Sox scored 2.
Next time, help him with the bat, Nicky. Help the bat. Oh, he's got it.
Remember, come off the bag and get the ball instead of letting it get back.
So a pop fly that goes about 20 feet results in Daniel going 180 and 2-run scoring, and the Red Sox have upped the lead to 13-11. So 2-run score on that play, and that's dropped behind the bag. 2-0 did not hit Wilson. On the ground, but foul.
Get ready.
2-1. Wilson and then Granado do up.
Like that, Nate. That's a good cut. That's a good cut.
Foul tipped. Strike 2.
All right, you got to protect now. Okay?
2 balls, 2 strikes. If you're Kate, you got to guide this one in here. Make Granado have to hit it. Well, he's not going to have to swing at that. It's a full count. Just got to take your time here if you're Cade. It's been a tough game defensively for the Warhawks, but you have to trust your defense here. That's ball 4. And the runners are on first and second, and in steps Granado. 1 down. 2 runs in for the Red Sox, and this is fouled. 13-11 West Island Red Sox leading.
Daniel, on the ground, you got to run.
Ball 1. Off the bag, 1-1 the count. We're going to head to the Warhawks next inning. Gabriel, Cade Stacy, Casey Dalaboost. The 3 batters do up. That's a ball. That's a ball. And you see there's a slight reflection right up the middle of the field. So for the center fielders, the center fielder and then the 2 middle infielders, Gabriel and Barnes, that could be a tough reflection. That's low, and it's a bases loaded now opportunity for West Island with 2 runs already in to try and add to their lead. And Tristan Carrier comes in. He has scored twice and driven in 2. Takes strike 1. Good pitch from Cade Stacy. In his last at bat, he walked, which forced in a run. Ball 1, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Skied into the infield. Jackson makes the catch! In foul territory for out number 2. And Menard will step in, and he has been the hot bat for the Red Sox. 3 hits and a walk. He's reached base all 4 of his appearances and takes ball 1 here. 1-0 the count. 13-11 West Island. 2 runs in this inning. Foul tip, strike 1, and it's 1-1. 2 outs. All Red Sox will be running on contact. 13-11 West Island leading. Ball. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stacy 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Foul back. Great help. Great job by Menard. Fouling that one back, keeping it now a 1-2 count, keeping the inning alive. 13-11, West Island leading. The 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2. And it's an even count here. It's ball 4, and that'll force in a run. And the bases are loaded again. Rabintsov takes ball 1. He is 2 for 4 on the evening. 3 runs in for the West Island. On the ground at first, Norton scoops it up. He'll touch first. 3 runs score, and the Warhawks need to come back in the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's 14-11 West Island. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We're back here, bottom of the 6th inning, Hospital Ball Field. The West Island Red Sox on top of the Kahnawake Warhawks by a score of 14-11. And Rasundahawe Gabriel finds a hole in the middle infield, and he has himself a base hit. Makes his turn. Gabriel has the hit. That's his 3rd base hit of the evening. And here comes Cade Stacy, 0 for 2 on the evening. He's gone down swinging twice. Hoping the 3rd time is a charm. Ball 1, and he's pitched 3 solid innings as well. By the way, for Granado, this is his 3rd inning of work as well. And Cade Stacy looks at strike 1 right down the middle. 14-11 lead for the Red Sox. Runner on first, no outs. Stacy fouls this one back. Ooh. You always get a little nervous when that ball comes back here. Stacy lays off, 2-2. Well, that was a very close pitch. It missed, but it was close. The 2-2 coming up from Granado. That misses away, and we've got a full count now, 3-2. KC Delaboost on deck. That's ball 4, and Stacy comes back in the at-bat to draw a walk. And now Delaboost is in. She walked and scored in the second, and walked and scored in the third, grounded out in the fourth, and now in the sixth. Represents what would be the game-tying run. Ball one off the plate, and the ball gets away. The throw down the third baseline. Got her at third. What a throw! Gabriel thrown out. How quickly momentum could turn. And now back to the tension on the field. Ball gets away. So there's one out and a runner on second. By the way, this is not the open inning. That is coming up next. On the ground to first. That'll be scooped up at first, and that's out number 2. And Jackson Norton is up. Norton 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He also struck out. And is behind on this one. 0-1. Good looking swing. In the air, that's caught, and the Red Sox get out of the inning without surrendering a run. So they'll head to the open innings now with the score 14-11. We're headed to that inning. Oh, that's it. They're calling it. They're calling it. So the Red Sox prevail 14-11. That is actually the closest game they've played this season. Red Sox take it 14-11. They get to 5-0. The Warhawks with the loss will drop to 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties on the season. Tonight's game MVP for the Warhawks, going 3 for 3 with 4 runs driven in. Kahnawake Gabriel, number 23, getting the game MVP. Warhawks falling just short to the number 2 team in the league. Final count of 14-11. I'm Brian DeBordo for Baby Blue Memories, and from the hospital ball field, Kahnawake.